We are live.
Go ahead and do the starting soon. And then you just turn off the mic,
You want it off?
or you want to leave it on?
It's
forgotten his name with that. Make sure it's right. Good? Yeah. Square it up.
How do you feel about good or not? You know the deck better than me. Let's go ahead and hit this up. Let's get this up. Yo, what's happening, Drag? Oh, this is kind of bright, actually. I didn't even notice this. Hold on, let me go. It's gonna be Chris and Alex. What's happening, Dragon Ball Super players? I am your hype boy. I'm your hype on my PR sign, and this is SAS. This is Super as Spectral, and of course I'm your commentator. And this right here, this is DBS's favorite stream, and wonderful to be back. Yo, Brett Ernest, what's happening, player? How you doing, boss? Hey, you know we had a little bit of a hiatus happening last week, but hey, you know we're back and we're kicking it. And when it comes to DBS, man, I'm all about it. I like it, I enjoy it, and that's what we're here for right there. We got Brendo, shine bright like a diamond. I know, right? Going Super Saiyan high, especially after the, oh my goodness. Guys, if you have not seen the new movie, it is phenomenal. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil it. I got to wait till at least a good month in order to talk about it, especially on the stream right here, because I don't know if anybody that's going to be watching is hasn't watched the movie yet. So 1 month, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to say, watch it. It's really good, phenomenal. I enjoyed myself. I actually took my wife to go see it. Of all people, she wanted to see it. But the thing was, like, so when the first Super movie came out that made Broly canon and Gogeta canon, she didn't want to go see it with me. But then the fact of the matter is, I went to go see it by myself. I had a good time. I did what I needed to do, and then I went back home. The next morning, my wife actually watched the whole movie on her phone, and she's like, "Oh, that was a pretty good movie." And I was just like, "You really were skeptical about that movie? Please." We got David Dino on the horn. Hi, everybody. Hi, PR sign. What's happening, David Dino? Always a pleasure having you on the stream right there on the horn. We got Brando. New movie was lit. Yes, sir. It was, like I said, phenomenal. It was great. We got Brett Ernest. Love the new movie. Hey, movie was great. Phenomenal, man. You got to see a lot of bottom deck, man. Bottom decking good. But yes, so we got a tournament that's happening. And who's going to be on the stream right now? We're going to have Chris, and we're going to have Alex go on stream for you guys. But of course, you know, we got to start the stream. I guess I'm saying started early, but we actually started a little bit late. We're going to talk a little bit about what's been happening in the Dragon Ball, I guess, scene, the community or whatnot when it comes to the meta too. But the meta, it seems like it's a nice little triangle. It's a good little trifecta, you know, like a rock, paper, scissors. But what we're seeing is a lot of, well, I know what I'm seeing around here is a lot of U7 Gokus. I'm seeing the Trunks, and I'm also seeing the Gamma Bros, man. And of course, after seeing the movie, like the Gamma Bros, like, it's too strong. It's really good. But that's the meta, and that's what's been happening. And now, when it comes to regions, the meta can be regional. Let's just say that. I know a couple years back, when I was playing somebody at a regional, I think the region was in Dallas, and I was playing somebody from Austin, and he was telling me that what was meta over there in Austin was Green Slug. At the time, Slug being a real big crit damage dealer, he was actually playing that within the regionals. So like I said, when it comes to meta, it can be regional, but when it comes to the regionals and when it comes to the nationals and whatnot, the meta kind of blurs together to one, like, you know it's meta type deal. Brando on the horn right there. The movie had one of the best stories all in one to date so far. Yes, I agree. The plot was really good. Like from start to finish, it was really good. The way they did it, well written. Like I said, very good, guys. Y'all should watch it. Really, really good. And when it comes to Dragon Ball Super, we got actually people on the community talking about cards that need to be banned or cards that might be banned in the upcoming meta. I've seen a couple of the movies or of the videos. I've seen a couple of the streams or whatnot, and I don't know. There might be a few. I actually don't see any cards being banned. I guess that's just me. I don't think that there should be a ban list going into Zenkai because we really don't know what's happening with. Well, I guess I don't know what's happening with Zenkai. All I know is that there's going to be quite a few strong cards that are actually going to be coming into Dragon Ball Super using the Zenkai mechanics. So if you guys don't know the Zenkai mechanics, don't understand it. So they're actually giving you an option. It is an option to have a side deck. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh's variation of a side deck. So in that side deck, you had, you know, overlays, you had synchros, you had fusions or whatnot. In this game, your side deck is going to consist of what's called Z cards. Now, it's not a deck where you just shuffle and then you draw from it. No, you can actually look at it as many times as you want. And then there's a space next to your leader. It's going to be where you put your Zenkai energies. Now, it doesn't take a particular card for Zenkai energy. Now, it does take a particular card to be in the Zenkai deck. So, mind you on that one. Any of your battle cards at the top left corner, top left corner, you're gonna have a number, and then below that, you're gonna have a rectangle-looking thing with a number on it. Those are gonna be your Zenkai battle cards, because on top of you paying the actual cost or the mana or the energy for it, you're actually gonna have to send Zenkai energy from the energy spot into the drop area. So it's something to consider as well. Very strong. Most of the Zenkai cards I've seen all got deflect. So, I mean, we already know that Bandai wants to push this. We're going to add that strong keyword skill on there. And so, in order to put cards into your Zenkai energy, every time you combo, so once per battle, when you combo a card, you have the option to send that card to the drop area, or you can send it to the Zenkai energy, and that's how you can actually accumulate. Now, you also got to strategize too, because if your deck relies on sparking, any type of sparking effects, it's going to take away if you put it into your Zenkai energy as opposed to your drop area, because they're not going to be added to it. It's not like your drop area and your Zenkai energy is going to be one. No. But I think it's going to be a new mechanic. It's going to be a pretty decent mechanic. I don't think it's going to break anything. I mean, ever since I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatnot, you know, people, when Synchros came out, oh, that's going to break the game. It just elevated the game. Oh, overlays, that's going to break the game. It just elevated it. You got the links now, and I mean, you just have different types of levels and upgrades that you do to the card game in order to make it interesting and whatnot. So I'm very interested to see the Zenkai mechanic being in play, but as opposed to cards being banned. I mean, I've been seeing Crown of Retribution. People are putting that on their ban list, and I was just like, I don't know if that card should be banned, because I mean, granted, yes, you know, you play the Crown of Retribution, you see your opponent's hand or whatnot, and this meta, there's gonna be, I mean, this is a floodgate meta. Literally, you're leaving your energy open, you're trying to play a battle card to stop your opponent's turn so that it's your turn. So Crown of Retribution is actually really, really strong in this meta, and like I said, it's useful when it comes to the OP 8-drop Gogeta that everybody's talking about. Yeah, you know, turn 5, let me crown, let me see your hand first, and then let me rip a super combo, because if I swing with that 8-drop, guess what? You can't combo non-super combo cards. So yeah, it can be very strong in conjunction with the 8-drop, but it looks like they've already started. So hey, we're about ready to embark in round 1, so let's go ahead and hit the mats. All right, here we go. So we got Chris is going to be playing against Alex, and Alex is going to be piloting what is called, oh, I guess it's blurry. What is blurry? Android 21, and we got Chris that is going to be piloting the Judith. And we already got Chris going down. Let me go ahead and bring this up a little bit too. So Chris right now is at 7 lives. So Chris is activating the ability of his leader. His leader says pull a card from your life to your hand, look up the top 7 cards of your deck, and you get to choose a Universe 11 card, cost 1, played in rest mode, and that's exactly what he did. Played the 1-drop Jiren. This 1-drop Jiren effect is you look at the top 5, and then you can get a Jiren card, red Jiren card, from among them to hand, or you can get a Unison card from among them to hand as well. So, like I said, very strong deck, but it actually, oh, so he got the Unison. That's the Topo Unison. Very strong Unison that came with this, but I did have somebody on the horn last time I was commentating saying the Jiren is a trap, or the Topo is a trap. The deck is actually, you know, better without a Unison, but hey, let's see what he's going to be doing here. He plays the TP Jiren. The TP Jiren has one of 2 effects. Either you draw a card on play, or you forego the draw, but you can play the Unison, and that's exactly what he did there. Nice way to swarm the field right there with your 1-drops and the Unison, and I think that is a very good turn 1 right there. Remember, we're playing against Android 21, which means that the first battle card that is played has what's called Summoning Sickness. It's a key term that is used in Magic the Gathering, which means that the card that is played that turn, the first card played that turn, cannot swing that turn. Going right there to the horn, we got Mighty 2015. You okay, Yu-Gi-Oh! PR? Hey, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I still got the deck that I repped long ago. I did get out of it when, you know, Machine Dupe and Quick Fix was a thing. I was just like, man, I don't know about this one. But yeah, no, I still got my Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck on me. Back in the day, I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And then, man, I was OTKing, man. I was OTKing bottom deck. So we got right here, so when Android 21's turn starts, he's going to go ahead and tap. Now, well, tap as in he's going to play energy in rest mode because it has energy exhaust. Whenever you have a dual color card, unless you meet the specified requirements to keep it in active mode, it's going to come in rest mode. He's going to activate the ability of his leader. His leader card says you can remove one of the tokens to draw a card. You can choose one up to one of your opponent's battle cards and bounce it back to hand. And then at the end of the turn, you can restand a dual color energy card. So very, very strong in that sense. He's going to go ahead and swing in. Now, on the swing of Android 21, we actually have an evolve happening, an EX evolve happening, where it's going to be a sparking EX evolve, and he got the 4-drop on top of the 1-drop, and then, of course, he's going to go ahead and draw on top of that. So you can actually EX evolve on your opponent's turn, which is the reason why it's beneficial to have a unison for the Jiren deck if you plan to play defensively like that. He's going to go ahead and pull from life. He's going to activate the effect of Jiren, and I believe he is at 5 lives. I can't really tell too much. But he's going to play the Kunchi. This Kunchi says other 1-drop U11 cards have barrier. It does not have barrier itself, and then on play, he's going to go ahead and draw a card. We got Brett Ernest saying, I have some news that will make you sad, boss. Oh, no, please don't. Hey, come on, man. I don't know if I can take it, especially if it's got to do with the Trunks deck, man. I don't want to hear bad news. I mean, we got new cards coming out for the Trunks deck. I cannot wait for it. I already have the mentality of the cards I want to test, the cards that I think is not worth testing. I already got that up here, man. I already got the spice. It looks like Chris is going to go ahead and actually, he's going to EX Evolve straight out. So EX Evolve to draw a card, try to thin this deck out a little bit more. And we're going to see, he's going to start the onslaught. Swinging in right there. We got lead swing to lead swing. And, of course, he's going to go from 8 to 7 lives on that. And then, of course, remember, whenever he does EX Evolve, the Topo does have a passive. First time you do that, it's going to gain 5k power. And so now Topo is swinging in for 10k power. It's going to be nice 10k. He's got a combo or take the damage. He's going to go ahead and take the damage. Alex goes down to 6 lives. Swinging in, Judith. 15k to 10k. If he did not combo on a 10k, I rarely think he's going to combo on this 15k. Now, when it comes to Android 21, they're actually going to take the damage until you bean check him. Oh, no, he's EX evolving straight up right here. So he gets 2 more attacks. You always love to see it. You want to get him down from 5 to 3 is what you want to do. So he's going to go ahead and evolve on top of the 4-drop. Now, this Jiren has dual attack as 19k power. If it were to be removed from the field via skills, you can actually pull a card from life instead. Very strong Jiren card. And, he's going to be doing damage that way too. Swings in, so he's trying to force the awakening from the Android 21 player, and that's essentially what you want to do when it comes to this. Now, I'm not going to lie, me personally, before I started swinging in with my big guys, I actually would have swung in with the tokens. So anytime I play an Android 21 player, if they don't play the unison that prevents me from swinging in with their tokens, I'll swing at them first. They're 10Ks. Get them out of there. Pop, 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 pop. Then, whenever you bean check them and you swing in with your 15Ks, well, guess what? Your bean only got you to equal, and the tie goes to the attacker. So I'm going to go ahead and have you drop another card, and it looks like that. Look at that. He's going to go ahead and super combo. We got Rising Phoenix Odyssey saying, yo, what's going on, PR? What's happening, player? How you doing, boss? Hey, I love having you on the horn, man. Love having you guys on the horn. This is awesome. We got Brett Ernest saying, it's about me, not Trunks. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You don't like bottom decking anymore? Bro, is it, you can message me, bro. You can message me and let me know. Oh, bro, come on. You got to love the bottom deck. You can't leave from the bottom deck, man. We got quite a bit of battle cards that are coming out on Chris's end. He's got a 1-drop Corn Dog Jiren. He's got a 1-drop Kunchi. And the Corn Drop Jiren is not bad on play. You draw a card. It does have an effect where you can actually, it's a limit 1 effect to where you can send the card to the deck, the bottom of the deck, search a 5-drop. And I believe you do have to drop a card on top of that. It's been a while since I've seen Jiren right there. It's been a while. Brett Ernest says, I'll text you about it and we can talk later. Got to keep you hyped for the stream. All right. I appreciate that. Much love to you. Much respect. I like that. We want to keep the hype. We want to keep the hype going there. And it looks like we got that, just that. And Alex is going to go ahead and tap 2. Oh, so he's going to tap 2 for the Android 16. That's going to allow him to ramp right here. I think it's a very balanced card. I mean, it's 5K. It allows you to ramp. It does have specifications where you can't play battle cards in between, I believe, 25K and 30K or 35K. And then on top of that, you can't really combo it easily either. You gotta tap one in order to combo it. And it looks like we got an EX Evolve happening on the opponent's turn. He's gonna go ahead and boom, EX Evolve. That way, that way you could keep your cards. And now you can swing dual attack 2 times 19k power. It's going to be very, very strong. And of course, you want to make sure that your unison survives too. So why not make it a 10k power? You know what I'm saying? That way, this Android 16 can't swing and take a marker off of it as well. But the reason why you also want to try to EX Evolve on your opponent's turn is because this Jiren's EX Evolve is limit 1. So you can only EX Evolve with this particular Jiren once per turn. So why not do it on your turn, do it on your opponent's turn, have them stacked, and then start swinging in right there. It's going to go ahead and pass the turn, and now Chris is charging his third energy, and we got quite a bit of a board already by the Jiren player. 5 lives, but oh no, he's at 6 lives. He just pulled. Okay, so I couldn't see because of the bar up there. So he had 6 lives. He pulled for the effect of his lead, looking at the top 7, and guess what? Got the 1 drop. He's going to go ahead and then shuffle, give to his opponent so he can cut tap, and then of course draw, or not draw 5. Imagine draw 5. Look up the top 5 from there, and then pull a Jiren or a Unison. But at this point, I would not be pulling a Unison unless you'd whiff otherwise. And nope, he is definitely not going to whiff because we see it in the camera. Hey, you can get big boy Jiren actually if you want to. And yes, that does have a criteria on it as well. You got to make sure that you at least have 3 energies in order to exit. Oh, he does not get big boy Jiren. He gets a 4-drop Jiren is what he ends up doing. Gets the 4-drop, reveals it to his opponent, and we'll see what his opponent ends up doing too. I wonder if he's playing that one negate that allows you to play an Android 16 from the hand and then just ramp and then just go off. He's going to go ahead and, oh, yup, he's going to neg the Android 16. So on play, this Jiren right here is not only going to afford you a card, but it's also going to neg one of your opponent's battle cards by 10k power. And that's the reason why you saw the Android 16 go into the drop area. And now he's going to go ahead and swing in, man. Swing in. That's what you got to do. You got to go in. And he is already awoken. So, I mean, you got to swing in with your big stuff. Jiren hasn't awoken yet, but Android 21 has. So guess what? These 19Ks are going to be doing some damage. That's going to be 4 swings going in unless Alex has something to say about it. Alex has 4 lives. Chris now has 5 lives. But, of course, everybody nowadays, you know, it's one of those things, too. When I first saw the blocker negates, I was like, man, this is a pretty decent card. And I actually would use it from time to time. No one was really using it. But, of course, as the game progresses, I don't know what changed. But now everybody's playing blocker negates, man. Takes the damage and now is swinging in once again 19k power to Android 21. Android 21 at 3 lives. We're going to see if he combos to get out of this. Now, we do know that he plays Majin Buu, which is actually one of the cards that the community has wanting to see if it gets banned because of the new Zenkai set that's coming out. I mean, Buu Unison, very strong. I think it's pretty balanced. It would have been broken if there was a +1 ability to draw instead of a +0. But yeah, no, it definitely is difficult to get off board. It's one of those cards that blue has, and it's just real good. The same thing when it comes to yellow. You have the counter cooler. It's just one of those cards that's just really good, and yellow has it to their advantage. So we'll see, because that was actually another card that people say, hey, we needed a rotted or we need it banned. Banned outright. Some people are saying that. Some people are saying, you know what, just make it to where you don't draw. You can get the counter, but you don't draw once, and then if they're tapped out, draw twice, or if you're tapped out. So yeah, they're like, just get rid of the draws, the counters are fine. So it's like, okay, I mean, I can see that happening too. We got a swing right there, and it looks like we got the Corn Dog Jiren going to the drop area. He's going to go ahead and activate the ability of the Corn Dog Jiren. Man, I can't even get my my nicknames right here. We're going to see what he gets, pulls from the drop area, or pulls from the deck. He ends up pulling this behemoth right here. He is a 5-drop Jiren, and we already know that he is just a phenomenal Jiren. In fact, he could actually play this Jiren this turn. Remember, once per turn, and he could play that sucker. Yep, there he goes. He's going to go ahead and play it, draw a card. Its other effect is he can choose another battle card or his leader card other than itself and give it, I believe, 1k power. Going to go ahead and swing in 19k power. So swinging in 2 more times, 19k power. He does have 2 energies open. Maybe that could be for another card that I'm thinking that he might have in his hand. Alex is thinking on what to do. I'm shocked. Normally, blue Android 21 players have negates for days, but I don't know if Alex plays them or if he's seeing them. Oh no, he's playing a different variant. I think he's playing a variant that actually first people were playing when Android 21 first came out. We got another swing here, 19k power. So Alex is dropping quite a bit of cards. Oh, now he's going to go ahead and take damage. Alex goes down to 2 lives in round 1 here on SAS. I think he's going to go ahead and, oh, he's going to pass turn and then a effective topo. He's going to go ahead and play the Kunchi from his hand, draw a card. Now, the Kunchi is protecting the 1 drop that's on board. It does have barrier at this moment in time, but we do have 2 energies open. Maybe he can be evolving on his opponent's turn. I love doing that, man. When I brought the big boy on your turn, if you're trying to swing in with something, you know what? I'll EX evolve. Boom! Negative by, 35k power, ignoring barrier. Very, very strong here. Oh, Alex charging a Master Roshi there. Charging a Roshi. Hey, that Roshi, you don't sleep on Roshi. Don't sleep on it. I know a lot of SS4 players have been incorporating that card within the deck because of all the ramps that they've been doing. We got right there, he's going to activate the ability of his leader to go ahead and remove a token. I mean, that's one thing as an Android 21 player you have to remember is to always put 2 tokens on your opponent's field because it's a mandatory effect. But then, of course, you want to go ahead and remove that token. You want to have tokens on your opponent's side of the field so that you can remove it, draw a card, and then benefit from it. However, if you don't have that unison, I'm telling you, I have won games where I would actually use the token to my advantage and I would throw a double strike on there. Yep, he plays one of the best cards in blue, one of the best unisons in blue. Majin Buu right there has the keyword skill double strike and blocker. It does have 20k power, and he is in fact swinging in. And we do have an after image that is being played so that he can actually beef up his own leader by 40k power, if I'm not mistaken. We also got an ability of Majin Buu. We got the +0 to draw a card. At the beginning of your opponent's main phase, restand the Majin Buu, restand 1 mono blue energy, and then of course we have the -1 that everybody loves to see activate, bottom decking an opponent's battle card on swing. It's an auto. Well, what's going to be happening here? No, Chris is going to take the damage, so I think now Chris goes down to 4 lives. So now he's going to be able to awaken, whether it's this turn or the following turn. And it sounds like we got Cardi B that just walked in too. Oh, he's going to go ahead and play an Android 4 or Android 21. This is a 4 drop, and we're going to see if there's any response to this Android that is coming out. Now, he does have Big Boy in his hand, so I guess maybe he's going to go ahead and, oh, what's he doing? Oh, wait, what? That card's too good, man. Imagine if it was also a U7 card. So this is Vegeta. If you have 3 energies or more, if your opponent is trying to play a battle card 15 cost or less, you can actually tap 1. The card goes to the drop area instead, and you have a 10k body on board. Very, very strong. I'm actually surprised that people aren't trying to get that card banned. I know at one point in time, people actually were looking for that card to get banned. Now it kind of just... You know what? There are other cards to complain about. It's going to go ahead and activate the ability of Jiren. So he pulls from life. And I think he pulls, so it goes down to 3. Like I said, we got to go ahead and move their life and make sure the life totals are in the camera view so we can see it a little bit better. But he's going to actually go ahead and pull. And then we might see some good swings here. Now, if this guy had a blue topo, he'd be able to stop the turn. I say blue topo because one doesn't exist, but we do have an Android topo. But that's only if you play the Gamma Bros. Swinging in 19k power, that's Jiren right there for you. Has dual attack, 19k. We're gonna see what Alex does. Now, the leader only has 15k power as of this moment. Remember, this Majin Buu Unison can actually activate its effects. So it's a blocker and it's a -1 and bottom decking a battle card. So at any point in time, Majin Buu can bottom deck one of these Jirens. However, if I was Chris, I wouldn't let it get bottom decked. I actually would just say, you know what? I'm gonna pull a card from life. We're going in. Oh snap! Oh snap! He went down to 1 life. He went down to 1 life, and at the same time, we got IG saving on board. What's good, PR? It's Isaac. Hey, what's happening, boss? How you been, man? Hey, we're about ready to. It looks like this round might actually be finished. Jiren going in strong against Android 21. And yep, we got that effect. He bottom decked the Jiren, and guess what effect is? He's not leaving. Wait. No. You gotta pull from life, buddy. If I'm not mistaken, you gotta pull from life. That detach, that that's a cell thing. So the 8-drop cell says you got to detach 2 cards to keep it on board. The Jiren says you got to pull from life. But you know what? We just a commentator. We just a commentator. We make it exciting. We get some good entertainment, and we got that hype for you. Oh, and that reminds me, guys, you are watching SAS. This is Super at Spectral. I'm your commentator, PR Sign, and you already know where the movement is. Hashtag PR for Worlds. That's right. I'm going to try to commentate Worlds. It's going to be swinging in once again with this Jiren. 19k power, being very oppressive with all these swings. We got a combo. Swinging in. 19k. 19k. Very strong with this 19k. Boom. And of course, you got that fist right in there. I'm not going to lie. I actually would just combo right here. I would combo as much as I can and hold 1 card in. Oh, no, he didn't do it. Okay, the reason why I would, yep, that's the reason why. If I'm swinging in with that 19k power and he has 1 life left, I'm comboing everything. Oh! Oh, and he don't got deflect. Oh, deflect this. That's pretty strong right there. Oh, that would be amazing if he bottom decked. Oh, hey, don't make up these cards, player. Don't make up these cards. Oh, that would be phenomenal. So what happens is wait, where'd the 5-drop go? Where'd the 5-drop? Oh man, we got misplays for days. So guys, just to let you know, the 5-drop is on board. If he tries to EX evolve and he discards the trunks, it bounces the 8-drop. The 5-drop still stays. The 8-drop never stuck. So the 8-drop comes to hand. 5-drop stays on board. He actually could have EX evolved and tapped again. But the reason why I say swing in with the 19k, he only had 1 card left. You combo out your hand except for one of the 8-drops is because he had to see, so he didn't have it. He didn't have it either. So you force him to drop more cards. He might in fact have to combo the trunks, and then you already had the energy to do it. So you tap 2, play the 8-drop. If he ends up saving it, guess what? Bounce it. Oh, actually, you know what? That might be a limit 1. Hey, scratch that. But Jiren ends up getting the game in round 1 here on Spectral. Let's see what we got right here. We got Comic Athlete says you can choose 2 cards underneath or take a life. You know what? There you go right there. Hey, so for the Jiren permanent, I thought that it was only taking a life, but hey, you can go ahead and discard, or not discard, I say. You can take 2 cards from underneath the Jiren, send it to the drop area, or take a life. I guess in a situation like that, me personally, if I'm trying to swing in for game, I want as many cards as I possibly can, and then go in and swing in, because I might actually pull something that I might need from life. At that point, you know, since you're going for it, might as well, right? We got Sheldor 281. The 5-drop stays on board. Yes, sir, it does. 5-drop stays on board. 8-drop never stuck. Instead of it being played, the 8-drop got bounced back to hand. So 5-drop stays. He could have actually EX evolved into the 8-drop once again. That was the end of round 1, guys. You already know this is DBS's favorite stream. This is SAS. This is Super at Spectral. I'm your commentator, PR Sign. Don't go anywhere. We got more DBS. When you see this face, don't go anywhere. All right, you already know. Hey, what's happening, Dragon Ball Super players? You already know. This is SAS. This is Super as Spectral. I'm your commentator, PR Sign, and we're about ready to embark on round 2. And as I say that, I realize I have not switched up the actual, what's it called? What do you call it? Scoreboard. That's what you call it right there. We have Justin versus Nico. And I know Justin is real keen in playing Gotenks, and Nico is playing the Gamma Bros. He's straight away from U11, man. Straight away. But hey, you know what? Hey, he's gonna play Gamma Bros. You want to play Gamma Bros? Do what you feel. Have fun with what you're doing. And with that being said, let's go ahead and head to the mat to see what these guys are doing. And then I can also tell who is what. Oh, the glare. Okay, first of all, I gotta switch it up. So let's go ahead and swap these guys. And then on top of that, let me go ahead. Hey guys! Or I guess specifically Nico, make sure that your life is more in the actual. If you can move your leader, because I'm assuming you put your life underneath your leader. So move your leader in. There you go. Yeah. That way we can go ahead and tell the lives and what's happening here. Now Justin's leader is Glary, but we're gonna go ahead and that's what commentating is for, man. That's what I gotta do the commentating for. Whether it's in New York or whether it's in Texas. Gotta do the commentating the way I'm supposed to do the commentating, you know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to Gotenks, very nice leader. I enjoyed it, but oh man, it's gonna be revamped, it's gonna be nice. Real nice. So Gotenks' ability. The awakening ability, you have to have a unison specified cost of 2 on board in order for the alternate awakening condition to activate. Or you could be at 4 lives or less. Now, whenever you activate it using the alternate awakening condition, then of course you pull from life until you have 6 left. You go ahead and flip the leader over, you draw 1, untap 1, and you go ahead and do some damage from there. But the revamped leader now awakens on Unifusion. Union Fusion, which is phenomenal. The way I feel like it should have been played to begin with. But it looks like Gotenks is going to go first. We got Goku is going to be played on turn 1, and he's going to go ahead and get a Gotenks, search it from the deck. And we already know what Goku can do is whenever he sacks himself, you can go and get the pieces in order to go ahead and fuse. I can't wait to see this deck. I think what Bandai did is what it's actually missing. All right, we got the Gamma Bros. Gamma Bros going to go ahead. Is going to go ahead and charge, and we do have an Android being played. And we do have a search going off, and then of course we do have a draw that's happening. We got Gamma Bros 10 for 10, and let's see, no combos, and I think Justin is going to go ahead and take a damage. Wait, what's he doing? What's he doing right there? He's going to go ahead and boom. Yep, takes the damage. Justin at 7 lives, Nico at 8 lives still because we couldn't swing on turn 1. Remember, on turn 1, you cannot swing. Justin's going to draw and then charge his second energy for the game here. And this second energy, we're going to go ahead and see what he ends up doing. I know for this particular deck, I'm pretty sure he's going to try to play the Unison as fast as he possibly can, because that's the alternate awakening condition for this particular copy of the Gotenks leader. And there you have it right there. Tap 2, played the Unison for this specific deck here because you get the plus off of Union Fusions as well. And a phenomenal thing too is that its uptick, or its plus, is a 2, in fact, not just a 1. So he's going to go ahead and awaken. So he did awakening. He's going to go ahead and activate the ability of Goku on the awakening. He's going to allow him to get a Goten and Trunks from the deck. He does have to reveal a Gotenks in order to get the Goten and the Trunks. So, hey, you know what? He's got the pieces for the following turn. You already know that the onslaught's going to be happening. And, of course, Goku gets sent to the drop area when he does that. There you go, right there. Goku sent to the drop area. We got a swing right there from the lead. Now, the lead does have a permanent effect where your opponent cannot. Your opponent's battle cards. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot it. Man. I had a brain fart here. I know the ability of the +2 tick is so that all of your battle cards have revenge. All of your mono green battle cards have revenge, and then your leader is supposed to say a permanent to where you can't bypass the attack or something like that. That way you have to attack the battle cards. we got the Gamma Bros. We got Nico actually playing a different unison. He's playing the hit unison, which is actually a very spicy tech there because it's the only unison that allows for you to flip the opponent's leader back on its front side. Very, very strong. Got David Dino, welcome back. I appreciate it, boss. And of course, we do have a unison specified cost of 2, and so he can awaken if he wants to in this situation. We got Nico, and it looks like Nico might be at 6 lives. Justin's still at 7 lives. We do get a swing off of the Gamma Bros here. And of course, on the swing, he's going to go ahead and Sensu Bean in order to give the Gamma Bros an extra 5k power swinging in. So now he's diverting all of his attacks to the Unison. So that's why I say Unisons are like a deadly defender, because once they're out, man, the opponent just wants to go ahead and continue swinging at the Unison. He's going to go ahead and restand. Justin's about ready to charge the 3rd energy for this game. And he has a unison on board already. He has 6 lives. So 6 up. Actually, oops, I forgot to go ahead and put that for Justin as well because he did awaken. So awaken, you pull until you have 6. He's going to go ahead and swing in with his lead. And on the swing in, he's going to go ahead and draw. But of course, we do have the Android Topo right there that's going to come out. Very, very strong. Of course, you cannot swing unless you bottom deck 2 cards right there. And of course, you cannot play this card unless your leader is I believe they even said it has to be Red Ribbon and Android. That's why you only see the card being played with the Gamma Bros here. We got a fusion that's happening, and we got the Goat Tanks coming out. So fusion pieces go to the drop area, but we got effects that is going to be happening. So we got the Trunks that's going to allow him to search. The Goat 10 doesn't have an effect. Now, it does have a pretty decent effect in the drop area. You could tap one and bring it back to hand just in case you need the piece, which when I played the deck, I always had at least one Goat 10 that was like that and one Trunks that was like that. So if I was missing one or the other, I can go ahead and I can actually still continue to fuse. Now, he's going to go ahead and, of course, draw because of his unison, because his unison says when he union fusions, he gets to draw a card. And, of course, the effects of his Goat 10s as well goes off. So he's going to go ahead and KO the Android. But I think in this scenario, it's not going to be for the fact that he's not going to swing. He's just KOing battle cards, getting rid of these 15k powers, which is another thing you want to get rid of too. If you can't swing in anymore, try to go for clearing your opponent's board. Clearing the board is a very important aspect of any card game. You don't want to have anyone that's going to just steamroll and then create a huge board to where you can't even get rid of it. Or in order to get rid of it, you have to draw the one-of card that you ended up putting in your deck. He's going to go ahead and uptick the Unison, and the Unison is going to go ahead and have a little bit of damage, but we actually see one effect that's happening off of the leader. So the leader has 2 effects, or this old leader, just about to be an old leader. One of them is he can tap a green, discard, and he can play 2 tokens in rest mode, or he can tap a green and remove a marker from his opponent's Unison. And so that's why this card was, or this deck was considered the Unison killer, because it really did just do exactly that. It killed Unisons. So now we got the uptick from the hit Unison. We got the swinging that's happening here, 15k power. It looks like there's no negs, but he's just really just focusing on that Unison. He's even going to be swinging in with the 1-drop Android to the Unison. That's what I'm saying. For me, I think I think I'd still go in, but hey, it happens. Swinging in, lead to Unison. Unison goes down markers, and I think the Unison right now is at 2. He's going to go ahead and tap, and I think he's going to start playing Androids from his energy. So there he goes, Android 17 being played from the energy. Effect of the Gamma Bros, we got an Android stuck in the energy, which is good to go. Now he gets to search, and then the search card that he searches, he gets to put into the energy, and then he's going to go ahead and shuffle the deck once again. So very strong right there. I actually think that the search should have just gone to hand, to make it to where it's actually balanced, to where, hey, if you put cards in the deck that aren't Androids, you end up charging them, that's on you. But nah, they made it really strong. Even though people keep on saying, oh, you know what, it's real, oh, it's a deck you can't really play much, you can't really do this. I was like, yeah, but the deck has its own answers within it. You got cards like this, he's about to get yeeted. So this card is about ready to get rid of his Goat Tanks card, because it does say when it's played, you get to choose one of your opponent's battle cards. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards that has a cost higher than the amount of energy that they actually have, and bottom deck it. So that's exactly what he did. But of course, this Goat Tanks has an effect to where he can get the pieces back from the drop area, swinging in 20k dual attack, and he does go down. So Justin goes down to 4 lives. He's going to go ahead and pass turn. Nico is going to go ahead and... Oh, Nico cannot restand because he has a unison in his energy. Hey, you know what? This is the first time I've actually seen on stream that a Gamma player cannot restand the OP3 energies right there. Very broken, but hey, you know what? I guess, hey, that's the one time I've seen it out of all the times I've seen the Gamma deck going off, and Gamma deck is just really, really strong. We got right there, Justin's going to go ahead and tap 2, and I'm assuming he's going to go ahead and play another Unison. I actually thought he was going to bring out the Reaper again, but he's going to bring out the Unison. Unison is going to go ahead and collect his 2 markers from tapping. He's going to swing in, and I feel like you got to be swinging in at your opponent's lead, because in my opinion, you got to hit the lead because that's the only way to win, man. You got to get them down to 0. Swinging in, and of course we got Nico taking the damage from the lead, and of course now he's trying to clear. So he's trying to do a little bit of both. He's swinging in at the lead, and now he's clearing in board presence. And you know what? If you can do a little bit of both too, you want to do that as well. But I mean, yes, I get it. Board presence is key, but if you keep on focusing on the board, you forget about the lead, and then by the time you're trying to go in for game, you realize, oh snap, the opponent still has a lot of life. And I think a lot of people, when they think that way when they're playing against U7 Goku, because U7 Goku, their battle cards come out for really nothing. They come out, they got a full board in rest mode. So now you're thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to swing in, I'm going to get the battle cards out, boom. But they ended up bringing them back, and guess what? You're getting rid of a board that keeps on coming back. Your opponent hasn't taken too much damage. When they awaken, their awakening ability does not rely or want them to pull cards from their life to get to a certain life. So now you got a U7 Goku that's been awakened in probably what, at 7-6 lives. So it's very imperative that you keep on swinging in at your opponent's leader while removing. You got to have some effects. You got to have some cards that have effects that remove battle cards. I mean, yes, you know what? Swinging at the battle cards, yeah, you get a chance to remove them. Your opponent can drop cards from hand to save the battle cards. But at the same time, I've noticed too, when it comes to playing, man, sometimes you got to have effects, and those effects are going to make or break your game there. Nico's going to go ahead and draw. So after taking damage, going down to 4 or 3 lives, he's going to go ahead and charge. And yes, now he got his 3rd Android card in the drop area. So we can expect him to do the effect at the end of the turn to pick up 3 cards, draw a card, and then put 3 cards back down. So it looks like he's going to go ahead and tap 4 to play the cell from his energy just to go ahead and get it off. And he's going to charge a... Oh, does not get an Android. This is the second time I've seen this happen. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if this Goat Tanks is having, a good time with this, or if he's got that luck or whatnot, but hey, it's happening. Cell's going to go ahead and bottom deck the actual Goat Tanks, and of course he gets the pieces back from the drop area. I'm saying it wasn't a bad deck. It was just missing something. But guess what? I don't think it's missing anything anymore. I got to see a little bit more of it, but I think it's going to be real nice whenever the new cards come out with the starter decks, and I think that's going to be the 9th of next month. We got Cell that's going to go ahead and swing in. He does have double strike, dual attack, and we got a token negate that is happening here. So he's going to pull from life, bringing Justin down to a total of 3 lives. Both of them at 3 lives, 3 all. But now when Nico passes turn, he still cannot restand. He does not have 3 androids in his energy. I'm pretty sure you guys are thinking, see, it's balanced. This is not your usual stuff that happens. Like I said, this is the first time I've seen it, and then the first time I've seen it twice. So, hey, yeah, I guess, man, I guess. Justin's about ready to charge his 5th energy of the game. So he's got quite a bit of energy to deal with here. And it looks like he plays his own cell. I see it in the drop area there. That's actually some pretty good the spice there. He's going to go ahead and tap 1 for Goku. He's going to look for another Goat Tanks. That Goat Tanks is going to get sent from the deck to the hand. And of course, we already know he has the pieces too, for the sincere reason that Nico got rid of his 6-drop, and the 6-drop's effect is if it gets removed via skill, you get to get the pieces from the drop area back to hand. So we already know that he has the pieces. Now, if he doesn't have the pieces, we got that Goat Tank that's in the drop area that has the effect. There's a TP Goat Tank that says tap a green, bring it back to hand. Swinging in at lead, so we got a swing here, 15 to 15. Does Nico have a way to block? I mean, he got quite a bit of cards in hand, so he can combo if he wants to. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to combo sooner or later because he's at 3 lives and it's not looking so hot. Like I said, because he's not restanding, and this is the second time he hasn't been able to restand in this game. On swing, he's gonna go ahead and Sensu Bean. So he throws a Sensu Bean right there, and I'm assuming the Sensu Bean is gonna be going to the Unison. So swings in for 15K, Sensu Bean on the Unison. Unison is going to be 20K power. We got 1 card to combo out of the lead swing. Tapping 2 to play the Reaper. Reaper is coming out right there, and he's got to pitch his pieces, Trunks, and a Goten, and he's going to go ahead and get a search off right there from the Trunks. So we got quite a bit of abilities that are going off, and then, of course, he's going to get draws. Oh, no, he's not going to search. He's just going to go ahead and do his draws. Nice little draws right there. Reaper's going to go ahead and swing. Reaper does have 25K power and dual attack. Very nice right there. And we got Ing Saven on the horn saying, we literally talked about this on Sunday about the Gammas. And I'm telling you, man, we did talk about it. And like I said, I see that it's restricted, but this is the first time I've seen it, man. The first time I've seen it, and like I said, I've seen people still play other stuff and just wreck. I think this is just one of those flukes. We got the blocker token that's actually going to the drop area. And then let's see, he's got the Sensu Bean on board still. As a reminder that his Unison does have the 5K power. And then, of course, we do have a swing here. And he's going to be comboing the Android 18, which is going to force his opponent to bottom deck a card from hand. We got Tommy Gunn saying, why didn't he bean on Reaper? Because his bean happened before the Reaper actually was played. So he swung in with lead, he beaned, and then off of the bean, I guess off of the draw, he drew into the Reaper, then he played the Reaper. So here we go right there. Nico is still at 3. Oh, there you go. Swinging in with the Reaper. 25K power to Nico's 15K power. No negates. Let's see if he's got a combo. He's going to go ahead and bean once again. And this time, the bean is, in fact, on the Reaper. 30K power. Single strike to the Gamma Bros. Gamma Bros are pretty strong, man, especially after watching the movie. Oh, he's taking the life. He took the life. Nico went down to 2 lives. I guess he's going to go ahead and toss the Sensu Bean into the drop area. And after that, is he going to pass turn? I don't know if he dropped him because, you know, he didn't like the crowdiness, or if he dropped him because he's passing turn. But he's got quite a bit of energies. I've actually would be shocked if he did actually pass the turn, because that just goes to show that he doesn't have anything that he can play in his hand. Maybe a lot of defensive cards. But he's thinking he's got 2 lives. So he can either tap 3, or, I mean, you could tap 3, Union Fusion, bring out the Double Striker, or you could try to swing in and unload, bring out another Reaper. Maybe you got a Champa, Furthering Destruction, and try to get the 2 lives off of the Gamma Bros. That's definitely what you want to do. We got Red Trunos. What's happening, Red Trunos? What blue does he have charged is it Cell? So the blue he has charged, I know one of them is going to be a Unison, and one of them is going to be the Dimension Magic. And those 2 stop him from restanding. He does have the sibling androids. So the sibling, oh! So on swing, so he plays his own Cell. Oh my goodness. So we got the Gotenks player playing the Spice right there, playing the Cell, swinging in with Cell. We do have a blocker negate happening there, but of course it is Double Strike. Oh, he's going to swing in with Gokyo first. Swinging with Gokyo, oh, maybe he might not swing with Gokyo. Red Truno says, no, I was talking about Trunks, but now I say, oh, okay, you said blue player, so I was like, oh, okay, that's Gamma. But yeah, I got you. So yeah, no, that is a Cell. The dude had a Cell, waiting in the wings, played a Cell, going in, and of course we got to play off of the token. And guess what happened? In response to the token being played, we got the Charismatic Frieza coming out to pop the token. But to tell you the truth, Charismatic Frieza actually does not affect the token. Nani? Yes, it does not. Remember, Charismatic Frieza on its card text says, choose one of your opponent's battle cards 7 costs or less and KO it. Anything that says less, remember, tokens do not have a power. Therefore, it does not get popped. So maybe he played it because he might be, let me find out this man's going to play so. Xeno. Okay. Wait, why did he Trunks it? Maybe he thought that it popped his token. Oh no, that's why you need to know. Now I would have let it happen, man. Save the trunks for something else. Then again, maybe he was thinking, you know what? I don't want that Freezer to stay on board because that's a 5 cost, and he might be able to go into Xeno because you already know X gonna give it to you. I gonna give it to you, and he already has his energy too. Swinging in with Goku. He's gonna swing in with the Goku. Let's see what he does. I mean, he's at 1 life. He could just dump everything right here. And it's like, you know what? You should have used the token. You should have used the blocker. Yup. He said, forget this. He said, go, hey, this is what we call the slap. The Goku slap. Oh my goodness. There he goes. Goku slap. He's going to go ahead and combo. That's 2 super combos on top of Goku. We got 24. Wait, what is that right there? We got another super combo. Oh, that's what he warped. Draw 2. Warp a card. Oh, Goku slap. 30. So I think that's a 34 if I'm not mistaken. What's the base power of Goku? I think it's either 4 or 5. So 34 or 35. Bro, drop your hand, player. Drop your hand. Unless you got an overwhelm. If you got an overwhelm, man, you're good to go. Oh, he's looking at his drop area. Red Trunos on the horn saying, is he not untapping so he can play Trunks? That's just not worth it. Gamma's ridiculous strength is in untapping 3. Yeah, no, untapping 3 is definitely redonkulous. But the reason why he's not untapping the 3 is because he doesn't have 3 androids in his energy in order to do so. Remember, the leader does specify in order to do that effect, you gotta have 3 androids in the energy. Also, he did drop everything. This man threw up. This man said, you're not gonna block? Go kill, go. Wow, the go kill slap. The go kill slap. Look at that. I can't even count that. What, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I think it's 70, man. I think it's 70. I think it's 70. Wait, what are you doing, man? You can't block now. He already done showed his hand. 70. I don't think he can combo that. I don't think he can combo because every Gamma player doesn't use the draw super combos. They always use the Android 18. See, he already threw his energy and said, yeah, it's because of the energy. But like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen the Gamma Bros do that. It's actually a pretty solid deck. Unless there's just that many cards that aren't Android cards. I don't know about that one. But yeah, no, the combo, I think that was it. Yeah, no, that was it. He couldn't do anything else. He couldn't do anything else. He couldn't combo on top of that. He couldn't combo on top of that, and this man had his ulti. Wow. This man, also, he didn't have Cell Xeno. That's what's up. Look at that. Go Tanks. Go Tanks taking it from the Gamma Bros. Like I said, it doesn't help that he didn't have his androids in the energy. But hey, you know what? That's an underdog story right there. It must have been something for Gold Tanks to take this specific game here. And you know what? When your opponent like that is hurting, you got to capitalize as much as you possibly can. And with that being said, that was the end of round 2, guys. You already know this is SAS. This is Super as Spectral. I'm your commentator, PR Sign. You already know the movement. Hashtag PR for Worlds. Don't go anywhere because the next time you see me, we'll be embarking in round 3. So stay tuned. Yo, you already know. Let's get it. What's happening, Dragon Ball Super players? This is SAS. This is Super as Spectral, and of course, I'm your hype boy. I'm your hype on the mic, PR Sign. And this is actually going to be the finals for tonight's festivities. It's going to be the two guys on that you see right there, Raul and Justin. And we have seen Justin with his Gotenks deck. And now we're going to see Raul. And actually, I don't know what deck Raul is playing. But these guys are going to be going at it and clashing for #1 spot here tonight at Spectral. Man, like I said, it's quite a rough day that I know I've had. I know quite a rough day that a lot of other individuals had as well. But man, when I was driving, I'm not gonna lie, I was bobbing for apples, man. I was just, it was difficult. It was very difficult. I didn't even reach for my bag of seeds because normally when I getting tired or whatnot, I'll actually have sunflower seeds and I'll start eating them and it'll help me wake up and whatnot because of the saltiness and stuff. But yeah, no, I was pretty exhausted, man. Quite a bit of stuff that I had to do today. I'm not gonna lie, I got chewed out. I feel like I got chewed out. I don't know if I got chewed out, but I personally feel like I got chewed out by my boss today. And man, it's like you just want to make sure that everything is good to go. Yes, sir, no, sir, and all that stuff. But I guess I got another day to try if I'm afforded that, you know. We got a final round for Dragon Ball Super and a card game that a lot of people actually really love enjoying. But slowly but surely, I mean, we have seen a decline in Dragon Ball Super being played, of course, with card shops and stuff. But hey, man, with the cards that are coming out, with the excitement of the new cards coming out, I think that kind of puts a spark back into individuals who love playing the card game. And with that being said, let's go ahead, let's hit the mats because we're about ready to embark on the final round here on SAS. We got right there. Oh, let me go ahead and switch them up because Justin is actually on the other side. And then I actually don't know what Raul is playing because of the glare. My goodness, this glare is... Oh, I know what he's playing now. He's playing the Gamma Bros. So we got another variation of Gamma Bros that's happening here. He's going to go ahead and charge and pass turn. And we got David Dino on the horn. PR sign for Worlds. Woo! Hey, I appreciate that, boss. Much love to you. And we've got the best turn 1 play that that Gotenks has, and that's going to be the Go-Kill right there. Go-Kill, go ahead and get the Reaper. Reaper's going to be in hand, and we already know the following turn, man. He's going to go ahead and get them pieces. He's going to play the Unison. Those are the standardized plays, so whenever you guys are playing any type of card games... Oh, snap. I skipped over Red Trunos. I think we have 6 players playing today. 6 or 8. One of those two. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's not as much as we've had in the past. But you know what? We're still going to try to kick it off with some Dragon Ball Super. But whenever you're playing a deck, and I think I kind of... Oh, yeah. When you're playing a deck, you can automatically assume what are going to be the turn 1 plays, turn 2 plays. You know, the early plays. If your opponent ends up playing them, great. You already knew that was going to happen. If you needed to play around it, you can. If not, if it's not going to affect your play style, then go ahead and do you. But the fact of the matter is, whenever you know what your opponent's best play is and they don't do it, either one of two things happen. Either one, they're saving it for something else, or two, they did not get a good hand, and 9 times out of 10 they didn't get a good hand. You'd be shocked if they actually did something and you're just like, wow, I didn't expect that. But it looks like Raul's going to go ahead and tap 2. So he taps 2, play the Unison. This is the alternate awakening condition of the Gamma Bros as well. So the same alternate awakening conditions for the Gamma Bros and for the Gotenks. And so swinging in, we got Gotenks at 6, Gamma Bros at 6, and we're about ready to charge the second energy. And if Justin plays his Unison, of course, we're going to have the same plays that are happening back and forth in this finals here. Raul and Justin both at 6 lives. Justin having 2 energies, so right now he could play the Unison. He can awaken. He can do a little bit more shenanigans, but this Unison is pretty strong because the first time a card swings on his side of the field, or the first time a card swings over here toward the Unison, there's going to be a plus marker added onto it, and it's a very strong Unison there. So he's going to go ahead and tap to play the Reaper. So he plays the Reaper of all things. So swings in with the lead, draws a card, and he combos with the Go-Kill. And now he's going to go ahead and play the Reaper. The Reaper having 25k power and dual attack. So this is a very different play style that he's making it here. So he's got the search, so I guess he didn't have the Unison. So he searches with the Trunks. Searches the Trunks in order to get the Unison. And now he's going to draw, of course. So he's going to shuffle, draw because of the Reaper. the Reaper's cost to be played with the two fusion pieces going to the drop area. But yeah, so he swings in, combos the Goku, taps 2, plays the Reaper, and now I think we're going to be seeing 2 swings from the Reaper, getting the Android Unison down to 1 marker. Because I'm assuming, I mean, everybody swings in at the Unison. But in my experience, the only thing I'm going to swing at the Unison for is to make sure that you don't get your ultimate. To make sure you don't get the big minus, you know, make sure you're at 1 less, so I'm good to go. Or make sure you're, well, it's kind of risky if they're at even, because you can always, your opponent can always take a Unison, place it underneath it, get a marker, and then minus. So to be on the safe side, you want, you know, 1 marker less than what the minus is. We got Raul that's going to go ahead and actually play the sibling androids. It's going to bottom deck the 6 drop, but he's going to be able to get the 2 pieces from the drop area. So definitely really good at making those pieces reoccurring, making sure the pieces are in your hand. So he's going to go ahead and swing it with the Android, getting a marker on top of it. He's going to go ahead and pull a life. So now we got Justin at 5 lives while Raul is still at 6 lives. Still has a swing, swings in with the leader, so he's going to go ahead and token negate. So he pulls from his life, going to 4, gets a token on board. We got an Android 17 being played from the energy. He's going to go ahead and search for an Android card to put into his energy, and I'm assuming it's going to either be the Cell or the Super Combo. Super Combo being because I'm going to go ahead and keep the Super Combo and put another Android into the energy. Swings in with the 17, and the 17 is 15k, has barrier, but you literally just tap 1 for it. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is what I'm used to seeing all of the Gamma players playing, and how they're playing it. It's just they come out, swing in, do big stuff. 1 drops with 15k power, got good protection too. And because Justin is not awakened, I think this is going to force his awakening, or he actually might just combo to get out of it. But the fact of the matter is, you combo to get out of a 15k. Would you rather combo to get out the 20k, or are you going to take all the hits, or the 20k that's going to swing in twice? So you got to think about this stuff, because you got 4 lives left, and you got to see how this is going to happen. He might need to awaken because he's forced to. Oh no, he does drop 2 cards. He swings in, he's going to block with the token, and now he swings in again, and guess what? He's going to go ahead and either take the damage or combo. And that's the thing. Yeah, this is going to be a very difficult decision. Now Raul can't. Oh yep, he goes down to 3. So not that difficult enough. We got Justin goes down to 3, and Raul's going to go ahead and pass the turn, draw a card. He's going to put androids from his hand to his energy, and now he's got 3 energy open right there. That's Super Saiyan 3 Goku before the errata right there. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Bandai said, let's do it again. Boom. And let's give him a blue topo. Boom. Very strong. Justin's going to go ahead and charge the 3rd energy for this game. He has a Unison in hand, but is he going to go ahead and play the Unison? I don't know if you should play it at this moment. I guess he's going to go ahead and play it. Play it. Why not have the Unison involved? Play the Unison. We got 2 markers on it. Of course, by the end of the turn, we will have 4 markers on it. He's going to go ahead and awaken, restand 1, draw a card, and now we got Gotenks is going to swing in at, oh, yup. Hey, Android Topo right there. Too good. Too good. He's going to go ahead and he's got a pop, so Charismatic Frieza. So as the Android comes in response, we're going to play the Charismatic Frieza, but he's going to pop the 4 drop instead of popping the Android Topo. And now we got a Charismatic Frieza with a 5 cost on board, but we do know he doesn't play Cell Xeno. He actually plays the other SCR that allows him to counter whenever a non-leader card swings in. I mean, he could swing in, but he had to bottom deck 2 cards. It literally just stops the turn right there. Man. Too good. Red Trino said, boom! LMAO right there. Justin has no choice. You got to pass turn, man. There's no other choice. This is a floodgate meta. You have to have something for floodgates, unfortunately. That's why it's just everybody's going to be keeping more than at minimum 2 energies open, especially if you're blue. I mean, if you're yellow, you only really need to leave 1 open for your Mecha Frieza. I mean, you got red that's got the Topo. People don't really play Topo too much anymore. It's still a good card, but people rather play V-Rays. Of course, it's situational. But of course, and then you got green, but green has dormant potential, so you really don't need two energies open. But I mean, it's a floodgate meta. You stop your opponent's turn, it's your turn, and you know what? The more turns you can get to, you might be able to get to your win con right then and there. Red Trunos, yo, PR, when was the last time you played DBS, huh? Actually, playing in a, like, last time I played was actually, last time I played was this past Sunday. So this past Sunday at Almeida Mall, there's at Game Guys, they have tournaments there Sundays at 2 p.m. And I like chilling over there. It's real chill atmosphere. They got the nice little chairs over there as well. And I'm just testing out decks. And I only went over there last weekend because if you went in the tournament, you actually got to go to the theater to watch the new movie, and that was free of charge. So I was like, hey, you know, I told my wife, I was like, hey, can I play in the tournament? Because she don't let me play on the weekends. So I was like, I could play, I could bring you and me to the movies for free, and then of course I paid for dinner too. So it was like a little date night. But that was the last time I played. But it is far few in between, because for me personally, I mean, I'd rather commentate. You know, I do enjoy playing the game, but you know, I love traveling, going to the actual regionals or whatnot, playing. You know, I'll go ahead and I'll test here and there, but I mean, it gets to the point where you've played the deck so much, and me commentating, I see so many games going on that this right here is my play testing. So I never have an inkling of wanting to play test, because my play test is all right here. Whether I see what's happening, what's unfolding in front of me, I get to see plays happening. I get to, of course, ask questions. If there's interactions that need to be had, if there's interactions that are supposed to be legal, illegal, or whatnot, everything is unfolding right before my eyes. So this is my form of commentating. And it's funny you asked that too, because there was a time that I actually didn't play for a while, and people thought, David, you lost your touch or whatnot. But no, I get back in there with my one deck that I know and love, Trunks. Get back in there, start bottom decking. They're like, damn, David. And I'm just like, hey, you know what? I've been watching this for so long, and I know if it's green, I gotta watch out for dormant potential. I know if it's blue, I gotta watch out for certain cards. It's just certain things that I've watched, and yeah, he's swinging in, and guess what? We got two. Wow. So on that, we actually went ahead and played the Beerus to not only add power. I did not see that coming at all. That man, he slapped it down so fast. Slapped it down real fast. Swung in through that dormant. So dormant potential was played. Dormant potential does say you only get one more swing for the turn, but it does not negate the attack. So Raul said, you know what? I'm going to make this count then. So he made that swing count by going ahead and tapping to, playing the Beers, bottom decking battle cards on board, powering it up enough in order to get him down to 2 lives, like I said, and now he's going to go ahead and try to do some more stuff. But yeah, no, that's the thing. So I've seen this so many times. So when I'm playing against a black player, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, okay, well, they got 1 life, they got 2 life left over, they got 1 energy open. I'm thinking maybe brainwash. I'm thinking watch out for my 1 drops. He might be able to super Kamehameha. So I got all these situations that's happening in my head. And then, of course, I just try to play my game and play around it. Raul is swinging in, so his last swing is going to be with the leader. So he's continuing to remove board. This is what I meant when I said you want to continue swinging in at your leader and use cards to remove the field. So when it comes to doing that, I guess I don't know if I would consider it an advanced play, but if you don't have to take your personal swings from your battle cards and move them away from the lead, it's a good thing. But if you have to do that, that's swings that are going away from your leader. That's you going further away from getting to your win con, which is essentially getting your opponent down to 0 life. And Raul is doing amazingly, continuing to swing in at the lead and allowing his battle cards or his extra cards to get rid of the battle cards off his opponent's side of the field, regardless if they have removal effects or not. So you can get all these cards back to your hand, but you're essentially going to be comboing them to get out of this damage. So that's what's happening. Very good play style by Raul. And of course, he's going to go ahead and draw, throw down his 3 androids. He's going to continue. Now, I do have some spice for another deck that I'm building, and so the only reason why I'm building it is because, you know, it still has, I threw Vegito in there, but I'm actually playing a blue skillless Gohan. So blue skill is Gohan. I'm actually playing, and I don't know if. No, I didn't break it, but of course, with my mentality that I've had playing Trunks for so long and trying to get some spice so that I actually can play and beat the meta with Trunks, I actually got some good spice for the skillless Gohan. And so I'm actually playing with that. So, of course, we got a tap 2. We got, boom, Android Topo comes out right there. It's very oppressive. So people tell me, hey, this Gamma deck, it's restrictive. It's restrictive. Yeah, well, I mean, you got all the answers right there. He's stopping the opponent every single turn. Boom, blue Topo right there. Or Android Topo, excuse me. And then he just plays battle cards from his energy. I mean, even hand destruction doesn't stop this deck because everything is being played from the energy. So it was the same ideologies as Android 16, but I think a lot better than Android 16. I mean, everything is within its deck. All the androids do everything that you need to do, whether it's swinging in, whether it's board removal, whether it's, swinging in for good damage, whether it's stopping your opponent's, full turn. It does everything. So it being restrictive, not too restrictive, and the counterplays are phenomenal. I see that Android 18 right there with that foot dive. That Android 18 is just a strong counterplay in general. Tapping 1 for Gokyo. Raul says, I'll allow that because he really could have foot dived on that Gokyo and it would have been sent to the bottom of the deck instead of being played. And I think it's a 4 cost or less. Very, very strong right there. 4 costs or less. And when it comes out, it's a blocker, no less. Like, androids have the answers among their characteristics. Gokyo is going to go ahead and search a Reaper. And now, I mean, there's not much that he can do because the Android Topo came out. So he could play the Reaper. He can remove battle cards. He could try to pop. Not try. He could play it, pop the Android Topo. But that's the thing. He can remove, but that's it. He's not swinging at his opponent. And guess what? His opponent is still at 6 lives. If you can make it to where you can continue swinging in at your opponent while removing their field, you're going to be good to go. You're going to be good to go. And see, now that I'm seeing this, you know what? You got to throw in that tech, man. You got to throw in the tech to stop that. He's going to go ahead and tap 2 to play the Reaper. So the Reaper is definitely going to come out. There's his pieces right there. He's going to go ahead and search. So he's going to search for his card, and then on top of searching, he's going to go ahead and shuffle and then draw his cards. He does have the Unison on board, so he'll be drawing an extra card on top of the card that he draws for the Reaper. So we got some nice good combos happening here, but unless he wants to drop or bottom deck 2 cards from his hand, he's just gonna essentially just pass turn. There's his draws. Let's see. I mean, yeah, he's got 6 lives. There's no reason why you're going to drop cards just to try to swing at him. He's got 6. He's going to go ahead and pass turn. Raul's going to go ahead and restand, charging his 5th energy for this turn. Justin has 1 energy open. He's got a Reaper on board, but not for long. We got Raul that has 2 cells in the energy, just waiting for one of them to be played. We got the 17 swinging in for 15k power. It's going to increase the marker on the 17. We do have a dormant potential, but it does not stop this swing from going in. And I think dormant potential right here, hey, you know what? You got 1 more swing left to go, but this is going to continue going in. Android 17 swinging in for 20k power. Is he going to keep it at that, or is he going to go ahead and combo on top of it? I think he might just keep it at that. And then, of course, Justin, all he would need is a super combo to get out of it, because that's going to put him at 25k power. And, yep, there's a super combo. It's going to be one of the best super combos that you can run for green. You look at your cards first before you have to warp. So it's not bad, as opposed to bottom decking 1 and drawing 2. It's going to go ahead and super combo just to get out of it. And, yeah, no, not for long. That place is going to be the Zenkai energy, man. Going to go ahead, and it looks like Raul is thinking right there. He's typing in the invisible calculator, trying to finish this game in which his opponent has his opponent has 2 life. I mean, yeah, you could swing in for double strike. You could bring out the cell, wipe the board, swing in. His opponent can go ahead. Oh, have a blessed one, man. I appreciate you for coming, man. I get the play test. Woo! So here we go. He's got 2 lives left, so he can. Oh no! Oh, he just swung in. That was it. He just took the damage. He can't swing anymore. Yep, he's just gonna go ahead and tap. Oh, okay. I see you. Hey, one of the cards that people are asking to get banned for the Zenkai right here. This is definitely a great defensive card. For a great option. He brings it out. You draw a card at the beginning of your opponent. On top of that, he brings 3 up, draws a card, restands 3, and then his turn happens. He charges, restands a 4th energy. A 4th energy. Very, very strong right there. Look at that. Retaps, restands. He's got the defense. He's got the unison. The unison is going to not only be able to block and attack, but also bottom deck a card. Pretty nice. But Raul is sitting pretty too, because I mean, I would just take a couple of damage here. Let me see some more cards. Let me see if I can see my SCR or whatnot. My opponent has 1 life anyway, so taking a few damage here and there is not going to hurt too much. Justin right now he has the leader swing, he has the unison, he has the Goku, so he can actually sack it, tap a green so that he can get more pieces to hand. And I think that's exactly what he's going to go ahead and do. So he reviews it. This Gotenks is actually a really good Gotenks. It actually, when it comes out on board, you get to choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, KO it. And then, of course, inherently, it has double strike. And, of course, on the double strike, we got 30k power, I believe. 30k or 35k. Gokyo goes to the drop area. We got the pieces right there. Now, the Gokyo does say choose up to, the fusion pieces. So he was only able to get 1 piece. Swings in with lead. Do we have a response? Yes, we do. We're going to go ahead and tap 2 for the blocker negate. The blocker negate comes out here. Let's see what's going to happen. So blocker negate, we're going to go ahead and swing in with the unison. Do we have a response on the swing of the unison? It looks like there's no response. Raul threw the thumbs up. 15k to 15k. No, he throws down a super combo to get out of it, forcing his opponent to bottom deck a card from his hand. Forcing the bottom deck. Very, very strong. Very strong. Me personally, I guess I love draw super combos, but if you can force your opponent to drop 1 card from hand, hey, it's not bad. We're going to go ahead and play another Reaper card because these do not have the keyword skill unique. Reaper is going to come out. He's going to go ahead and pop the blocker because it doesn't specify what cost to pop it. It just says choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Now, if it said choose one of your opponent's battle cards, cost 8 or less, it's not going to be able to hit tokens. But since it just said choose a battle card, pop it, that's the reason why it actually hit that token. Oh, surprise. Frieza comes out because he did KO a battle card. Frieza actually is going to come out, and on that, Frieza does have the keyword skill crit. It does have the before keyword skill unique, but it was a permanent. If you already have one on the field, you can't have another one. So on swing of the Frieza, he's going to go ahead and Sensu Bean. He's going to throw it at right there, Sensu Bean. And his Frieza, I'm assuming, he's going to have 20k crit, and that is going to go to the drop area. Raul finally gets touched, goes down from 6 to 5 lives, and now we got the Reapers going in. 25k Reaper going in right there with dual attack, and it looks like we got on the swing. Okay, of course, main phase, we're going to go ahead and put a unison underneath the unison. And that way he gets another marker on it. He's going to go, so he's going to go ahead and sack it. So he puts it underneath it, so he gets 7 markers. Now he's going to go ahead and -7. Oh, it looks at his opponent's life. And, of course, now his opponent has to drop cards from him. Oh, no, just look at the life. He's going to sack one or discard one of them. Very strong, and I think that's some nice little stuff right there. He's going to go ahead and Majin Buu. So Majin Buu to bottom deck the Gotenks, but that's going to allow Justin to get the 2 pieces, the fusion pieces, back to hand. So on that swing, Raul's going to go ahead and bottom deck the Gotenks that has yet to swing. So he has 2 less swings for this turn. I could have sworn, yeah, Raul had to discard cards. That's why Raul doesn't have any cards in hand either. Yeah, it's an OP effect. That -7 is real strong. Look at the life, get 1 to the drop area, and then I think he has to discard 3 cards. He's going to go ahead and Sensu Bean. So the Sensu Bean is going to be real nice. Raul at 3 lives right now. It looks like the tables have really changed. I mean, this guy has come back from 1 life. And the Sensu Beans are real strong. I think the Sensu Bean is really to bring back to play the Cell. This man's going to play the Cell. Oh, my goodness. And then the thing is, Majin Buu has already done his bottom deck. So he already bottom decked one of the Reapers. Raul's going to take damage. Raul goes down to 2. Now, guess what? He's going to tap, bring out the Cell. The Cell's going to do some damage. Look at that. Swinging in. He revealed it. That was it. Wow. Wow, that is some good tech right there. This is GOAT Tanks. This is before the new cards coming out. This guy right here with his own tech. It did not look like he was going to take it, but he came from behind, swung in, did what he needed to do. That Unison put in a lot of work. Those GOAT Tanks swung in, 25k power, and then, of course, those Sensu Beans inevitably brought out the cell. Wow. That was pretty strong right there. That was real strong. We got Red Trunos on the horn saying, man, this Gamma player threw the game. He should have just played Cell last turn. Even if he was getting dormanted, opponent wouldn't have had used 3 cards in hand to do it. He was already at 2 lives. The attack still goes through. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought he was going to do that. But see, this is when I say when you're watching streams, that's another form of you play testing. Because me personally, even though I had 1 swing, I would still play it to remove the board. That's the whole thing. You want that board removal, and it removes the board because everything on his board did not have, it was free. It didn't have barrier or whatnot. So you play it, remove the whole board. You still had 1 swing left, so guess what? Swing in, that's double strike. Your opponent had 2. Why not? He went the safe route. He ended up playing the Majin Buu Unison, but that wasn't enough in order to stop him. Hey, you know what? Majin Buu Unison might be strong, but the thing is, it's not a do-all card that people are making it out to be, saying, hey, you know what, this Majin Buu needs to go ahead and get banned. I don't know if it should get banned or not, but you know what, we all saw it right there, guys. That was it. That is your guy. Number 1 was GOAT Tanks here. GOAT Tanks here at Spectral. And yeah, we got Red Trunos right there. I can't believe Gamma lost like that. And then he said, exactly, Red Trunos, exactly. Hey, like I said, you see this, you get an idea. If you have in your head what should be happening and it doesn't happen, then it's, you know what, maybe the opponent was thinking something different. I mean, like I said, it's different type of play testing when you see it. And of course, hindsight is 20/20. When you're actually playing, you know, you got the jitters and all that. You're above the stream. But the thing is, the more you play on stream, the more the jitters, you know, they're gone. You don't have to worry about it anymore. But that's going to be the end of it, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching this. Whether you guys are watching it live or whether you guys are watching the recording, much love to you guys. Like I said, I commentate because you guys watch it. That's the reason why I commentate. It's just one of those things where I've been doing it for many years, commentating DBS. I'm kind of at the realization where nothing really big is going to come with me commentating, and what's keeping me commentating is you guys. That's literally what it is right there. So we got Red Truno says, till next week, PR, take care. I appreciate you, boss. Hey, take care of yourself. Have a blessed one, boss. And this is SAS. This is Super at Spectral. I'm your commentator, PR sign. I'm the hype on the mic. I'm your hype boy. And you already know we got that movement. PR for Worlds, man. If anything, if I could commentate Worlds, that'd be great. You know, try to get that knowledge out there, try to make it entertaining for you guys. And you already know it's got to have the hype, man, especially if you've been watching, or if you watched the new Dragon Ball Super movie. Oh, there was a lot of hype, man. There was a lot of power up. And so we got to have the hype and power up translate into the Dragon Ball Super card game, guys. Hey, until next week, have a great one. Have a blessed one, guys. UBI.